Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be just a little chit chat get ready with me. I feel like I haven't done one of these in a very long time. Today is my dad's birthday, so I am getting ready to go out to dinner, and I just want to go through some of the major events that happened in the past month or so, because I feel like it's been kind of insane. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you're new here, hi, my name is Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty and makeup related, and I'd love it if you like and subscribed if you aren't already. With that being said, let's just hop into it. I am gonna clip up my hair, and hopefully it doesn't crease. I might have to retouch up my hair at the end of this video, but that is okay. I am not going to spend a ton of time going through every single product that I'm using. I will have everything linked down in the description box below if you guys are interested, but I have yet to do my skincare, so we're going to do skincare as well. First things first, lip mask. This is just the Laneige lip sleeping mask, but I like to use it during the day as well. I'm gonna try and do this in like a timeline order. First thing, kind of gross, so I'm gonna try and not spend a ton of time getting into it. Right before Christmas, I had accidentally slammed my thumbnail in my car door. I was getting out of the car, I thought I heard something drop, so I turned around and tried to save the door from being closed with my hand, and missed, and I wedged my thumb in between the car door, and I had to reopen the door to be able to pull my thumb out. So it hurt really badly for the first couple days, and it's pretty much fine now, but unfortunately I am gonna lose my thumbnail, which is so sad. If you guys don't know, I am really big about my nails. I'm really particular about them. I used to work in a nail salon, and I always do my own nails, so I think this is super upsetting. It's starting to grow, so that I still have the nail right now. It's still kind of connected, but it is gonna fall out, and it's starting to grow out, and I am just not looking forward to that. I'm super particular about my nails, and I feel like it's gonna be kind of sad to to see the nail grow out. Number one, I'm gonna lose my thumbnail. It is gonna happen. It's just, there's nothing I can do about it at this point. I just gotta try and make the most of it. Bad thing number two, not really bad, it's good and bad. So I recently posted a video that was a pack with me, just letting you guys know what I'm bringing to Colorado with me, because we were celebrating our friend's birthday in Colorado. So there were about 10 of us that were going to be going. The original plan was that some of us would fly in Thursday, stay the night at our friend's place who lives in Denver, and then the rest would fly in on Friday and then drive directly to the Airbnb that we were staying at, which was near Grand Lake, Colorado, so more north than Winter Park. We got there Thursday night, everything was good. We're having a great time, we're just hanging around, laughing. We went snowmobiling, which was actually extremely fun. Snowmobiling was one of the highlights of the trip for sure. On Sunday, we were all planning on leaving. Some of us were flying home that Sunday night, and then some of us were staying and then flying home Monday, which is what me and my boyfriend were planning on doing. We were gonna fly home on Monday morning. Sunday comes around, we left the Airbnb, we had been driving for about an hour, and all of a sudden traffic starts backing up really badly. So we were oh, it's a good thing that we booked our flight for Monday, it'll be okay. And then we get a call that there was an avalanche on the mountain pass that we were supposed to go down, and so the roads were all closed, all the roads were closed, and it was very snowy, and so the path that we were supposed to take was blocked, and so we all had to go drive back, meet up at Winter Park, and then try and figure out what we had to do. I was super stressed out. When I get really stressed out and anxious, I kind of just start crying. When I get overwhelmed with feelings, my immediate reaction is just to cry. So we're back at this cafe in Winter Park. We're all sitting there trying to figure out what the plan is, what we need to do. Is there an alternative route that will get us out of the mountains in Colorado? There was a whole thing. Some of the people decided to go up and around and drive all the way around and add an extra couple hours to their drive to make it back in time to fly back, and they ended up being able to do that. Some of the other people took the Amtrak from Winter Park to Denver. So all this happened. Me and my boyfriend and a couple other of our friends decided that, you know what, we'll make the most of this. So we ended up being able to rebook the Airbnb that we were staying at for like a super discounted rate. So we ended up going back, staying there. My boyfriend and one of our friends ended up going skiing in Winter Park or snowboarding. The rest of us just stayed back at the Airbnb and we just like hung out with each other. So Sunday we're at this cafe. We're trying to figure out what the plan is. All right, I'm crying. Everyone's just kind of like stressed out, overwhelmed. We're like, the waitress keeps coming back and asking us if we want to order, and we like keep saying no, and I felt really bad because she was like very nice about it. So we're messaging Delta. I have the Delta credit card, and just like I booked the flights to Colorado with miles. So I'm messaging them. I'm like, can I please rebook the flight? I was a little bit worried because I had already checked in to the flight. I'm messaging them like, can I please like rebook my flight? I am trying to rebook to Tuesday. And they're like, yeah, of course, no problem. Like the other flight is a little bit more expensive, so you're gonna have to pay with a little bit more of your like mileage. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. It ended up being like 12,000 miles total. That was fine. Like that's totally okay. As long as we have seats on the plane on Tuesday, we're good. They're like, okay, 12,000 miles. Literally not even 5 minutes later, they message back and they're like, actually, it's gonna be 44,000 miles to rebook your flight. And I'm like, that doesn't really make sense because you literally a couple minutes ago just told me it was only going to be 12,000 miles. And so I was like, I don't understand. You literally just told me one amount and now you're telling me like 4 times the amount. Can you please just like check again? So they're like, yeah, I'll check again. They come back and they're like, it's only 20,000 miles. And I'm like, okay, still, you have changed the price on me like 3 times now in the span of 10 minutes. Literally not even 10 minutes. They're like, okay, you know what? I checked one more time. It is actually only 12,000 miles. And I'm like, it was never not 12,000 miles. Like there's no way that they could have changed it this many times if it wasn't supposed to be 12,000 miles to begin with. I'm like, fine, like please just like book it 12,000 miles, please, thank you. And then they're like, we're having a problem with their system. I can't book it. You're gonna have to wait for like one of the booking people to be able to book it for you. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, it's gonna be an hour wait. I'm just the type of person that like, I hate waiting. I'm really anxious about waiting. Like I'd rather just have either like bad news just told to me up front, or like I'd rather just have things booked in advance so I can know that it's like settled and not have to worry about it. So they're like, it's gonna be an hour. I'm like, okay, there's something I can do. I will wait the hour. By that point, the friends that had stayed decided to go to a brewery, kill some time, because the people that are taking the Amtrak back have like a couple more hours before the Amtrak gets there. So we're at this brewery. I'm like checking my phone every like 2 minutes to see if Delta has responded because I don't want to like miss it, you know. And finally that's all settled. Everything should be good, right? Everything sounds great. Monday comes around. My boyfriend and his friend went skiing or snowboarding, like I said, and then the rest of us stayed at the Airbnb. We went snowshoeing, we went sledding down this hill. Super fun time, super relaxing. Ended up working out like great for us. Tuesday comes. We're trying to leave the Airbnb again. The mountain pass is still closed. So we're like, okay, we're gonna have to go up and around, go the long way, gonna have to drive like 4 hours to get back to Denver. Our plan was to leave at 8:30. Well, we left at 8:30 and it was supposed to be like a 4-hour drive. So at that point, like we should have been back around noon 30, 12:30. And then that would have given us some time to like go eat, go back to our friend's house because we had left some stuff there, and then get to the airport on time. Our flight was at 4 in the afternoon, so if we had gotten to the airport around 2, we would have been totally set. It would have been fine. At like 10 o'clock, as we're on this drive, the ETA to how long it's gonna be till we get there keeps climbing. At first, it's like 1 o'clock. At that point, we're not stressed. Like, we gave ourselves plenty of time to buffer to get to the airport. Like, it'll be okay. If we have to leave things at our friend's house, like, that's not the worst thing in the world. It's just clothing. The ETA keeps increasing. it gets to like 1:30, 1:45, 2, 2:15, 2:30. And me and my boyfriend are not the ones driving. We're in the back seat of this rental car. And we are like silently freaking out. We're a little bit worried. We're a little bit like on edge. We're sitting in this car. There's a ton of traffic, right? Everyone's trying to leave. Like, it's a long weekend as well, so just everyone and their mother is like trying to get back to Denver. Also, it's still like snowing. The conditions of the roads are still bad. So we keep going. It's okay. I'm not like that worried yet. I'm a little bit worried, but you know, we'll see. We'll wait till it gets a little bit closer. I had to pee this entire time. This entire drive. As soon as we left, I was like, I should have peed before we left. So I'm holding in my pee for like 4 hours. I'm like, okay, I really have to pee, but there is no way that we're stopping, because if we do, I'm gonna miss this flight. Like, I will hold it and I will pee on the plane if I have to, which I hate doing. I hate peeing on planes, but at that point, like, what else can I possibly do? By like, I don't know, 1 o'clock, the ETA still says like 2:15. And at that point, I'm like, 2:15 is not that bad. Me and my boyfriend both have TSA pre-check. We didn't check any bags, so I think we'll be okay. But the whole situation of just sitting in the car with like literally nothing that I could possibly do to make it to make traffic go faster. There were also no later flights on Tuesday that were nonstop from Denver to Detroit. So if we don't make this 4 o'clock flight, then we're pretty much stuck there until Wednesday morning at like 6:30. We ended up getting to the airport at like 2:15. And we made it through. It was totally okay. We ended up getting to the gate about like 10 minutes before people started boarding, so we still had plenty of time. I was just stressed out about the situation, and again, when I get like stressed out, I start crying. So I'm like trying to not cry at the airport. Like, I'm trying to settle down. We made it. We're okay. We're gonna get home. But it was just like a whole big thing. I never thought that I would have to say that I was like stuck in an avalanche, because I'm from Michigan, right? Like, it snows, but it's not hilly. It's very flat. So the idea of an avalanche happening, like, avalanches don't happen here. At least not in like the southeast Michigan area. I'm supposed to be working Tuesday as well. So I text my boss. I'm like, hey, sorry to bother you on a weekend, but I am stuck in Denver because of an avalanche. I didn't bring any of my work stuff because I was originally supposed to fly home on Monday, which was a holiday. I just like assumed that I would be back in time. And my boss is like, please, like, don't worry about it. There's nothing you can do. You're doing fine. The only thing is that I technically just started this job, so I have not accrued a ton of PTO, like vacation hours yet. My boss is super kind about it. He's like, don't worry about it. Like, you can make up the time anytime you need. Like, it's okay. Which, thank God for him, because he was super understanding, super nice about it. And then when I got back, he like called me and was like, hope everything was okay, hope the rest of your trip was fine after the whole avalanche situation. And I was like, yeah, it was, thanks. But like, that was something else that I was freaking out about on Sunday before we left, because I was like I'm supposed to be working. I don't know what to do. All this happens, right? We're finally back home in Michigan. Yesterday morning, my mom calls me at like 4 a.m. in the morning and says that my grandma fell out of bed. She was like trying to get to the bathroom and just like slipped off the side of her bed or something like that, but she can't get up and my grandpa can't pick her up. And this has happened before. She's not like the most mobile person out there. But at 4 in the morning, my mom's like, can you go pick her up? And I'm like, yeah, of course. But it was 4 in the morning, so I was very grumpy. I was still like recovering from all this like jet lag and just a whole bunch of stuff. So at 4 in the morning, I go, I pick her up. I pick her up, everything's fine. When I get there, my grandpa is trying to pick her up, but my grandpa is not like super strong either. So he's literally sitting there breathing super heavily as if he like had just tried to pick her up. I pick my grandma up, everything is fine, but I just feel like the past week has just been insane. Just insane, because I realized that my nail is gonna fall off. I got stuck in Denver from an avalanche. My grandma fell and I had to go pick her up, and that was just kind of but not like super scary because it's happened before, but still scary. Like, I never want to hear that my grandma can't get up. And yeah, it was just a lot. It was just a lot. And now it's my dad's birthday, and now I'm getting ready. Tomorrow is the Lions game. So me and my boyfriend are going to one of my coworkers' tailgates, which should be super fun. We're not going to the actual game because the game was very expensive, to be quite honest. The Lions game is at like 3 and the Bills game is at like 6:30, and my boyfriend is originally from Buffalo, so we are big, this is a big Bills household. But it'll be a long day of football tomorrow, which will hopefully be fun. I am gonna do a little baby wing. Let's hope that this ends up okay. My skin is still feeling just like really oily and greasy, so I'm gonna go in with another powder. I'm gonna go in with my amicole powder. I don't know why it's feeling like so greasy. It doesn't usually feel this bad. So anyway, that was eventful to say the least. I did not think that I would have to like say that I was stuck in an avalanche. I kind of felt like I was making excuses, like my dog ate my homework, because I don't think at the beginning, like before I had to text my boss, I didn't tell anyone that I was going to Colorado. So I just had to be like, FYI, I'm in Colorado and I am stuck. It all ended up working out. So again, like not a bad thing, just something that I wasn't expecting that I would have to like deal with, and I did. And that in and of itself is just very stressful to me. I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I hope you guys are having a better time. I feel like it's been an interesting start of the year. Again, nothing like that dramatic has actually happened, but it feels like a lot, and I feel like I just needed a little bit of time to like process everything, get it all out. And now that I've done it, I feel much better. Something that I have been doing lately is to heat up my eyelash curler before curling my lashes to try and make the hold stay a little bit more. So I just like do a little, wait for it to cool down just a little bit, and then I curl my lashes. Before I go in with mascara, I'm just gonna set the liquid liner with a little bit of dark brown eyeshadow. For mascara, I'm gonna go in with my Clio Kill Lash. I want to know what your guys' current favorite song is, because right now mine is Right Where You Left Me from the Evermore like bonus tracks by Taylor Swift. It is so good. I have been listening to it non-stop, and I definitely think it's an underrated song. I have also been obsessed with Chapel Roan lately. She is opening for Olivia Rodrigo on her tour, I think. I would buy Olivia Rodrigo tickets just to see Chapel Roan. I like Olivia Rodrigo, but I think Chapel Roan is just like a pop princess. I love her album, The Rise and Fall of a Midwestern Princess. It's so good. It's just bop after bop, and it's like kind of sexual, so not necessarily children appropriate, but the album itself is just really fun. I like listening to it getting ready in the morning. I feel like it's just a really fun time. This is pretty much the final look. I'm just gonna line my lips and then probably just put on a gloss, and that is pretty much it. I have a feeling that I'm gonna need to like powder throughout the day a lot. I feel like my skin just feels extra just like oily today. Let's see if my hair is cute or if I need to retouch it. I'm waiting for these bangs to get long enough to be like curtain bangs, because I got kind of tired of the bangs very quickly after I got them. That's everything that happened in the last couple weeks. I hope you guys are having a great day. I am very excited for dinner tonight and for tailgating tomorrow and watching a lot of football. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!